Hello friends, welcome you all to my YouTube channel. So today in this video, we will see how to read and write a text file. The topic will be how to read and write a text file. So for this, the very first thing that we have to do is let's create a text file. So for creating a text file, I do have a folder as data over here. And in this data folder comes at the same level as the source level. Where I have generated it, I have generated in this project Java part 1. So how did I generated that? If I right click here, I'll go to new, and after new I can go to folder, and if I'll click on folder, I can give a name, and this will be created here, right? So because I already have that data folder, I don't want to create the next one. Now let's create a text file. So how can we create a text file? We can just do the right click on data and then go to new, and then we can go to untitled text file, right? So if I'll click here, this untitled text file have been generated. So what we have to do here is we can write something like, let's say, hello everyone, and we can say, how are you all, how are you all, I hope everything going good, let me know if you need anything. So like that, right? Something is there. We have written something over here in this text file. So now if I want to save it, how can I save it? Let's say I'm clicking on save or save all. So what will happen? It is asking me how I want to save this. So where I want to save this, I will save it in this Java project, Java part 1, and then the data folder. And then here I can say, let's say I want to say, this is my abc.txt file. So I can save it. It came here. See here, the this text file do have the extension as the .txt. So what we have to do next, we'll go to our class text file, and here we can create a we can create an object for, let's say, file, class file. So we can do file f equals to new, and then file, and parenthesis, and semicolon. So what I have to do now, I have to hover over on this file, and I need to import it from java.io, right? After that, again, I will hover over here on the red line. It is asking me to put some argument. Now it is asking me to give the path of the file. You can say it is asking me to put some string here. So here, what string we should put? We should put the path of the file. So for path of the file, generally what do I do in a file reading or writing? I do create a string named as path, and here I can give the path of my file. So where is my file? My file is in this data folder. I can do right click on that, and I can go to properties, and here I can just copy this path. So let me take the path from the data abc dot text. Let me copy this from here, this cancel, and then I can paste the path over here. This is the path of my file. So what I need to do next is that in the argument section for the file object, I can put this path over there, right? So next will be the file reader. Let me call the file reader for this. For file reader, what I need to do, I need to create an object for file reader, and I can say fr for that, and then new, and then again file reader, right? And I have to hover over here. It will give me the import option again. I can import it like that. And next is I have to hover over here, and it is asking me for the argument again from the file. So what I have to fill here, I have to give the f, because my f is representing my file. Now I have to hover over again, and this time it is asking me to throw throw, it is asking me to throw a declaration. Either I can use try catch block or I can use the throw declaration. So if you want to know more about in the details for try catch and declare or throws, you can go and watch my exception handling video. So right now what I will be using, I will be using this add throws declaration. So because this exception might belong to file not found exception, so I will be taking the example from either file not found exception, or I can take IO exception, or this exception I can use this because this exception can handle many more things. So but let's say for the time being I will be using this file not found exception. So for file reader, if we want to read the whole file, we will be using file reader. But because we want to read something line by line, so what we have to do, we need the buffer reader for reading the file line by line. So what we have to do, we have to create another object for buffer reader. So let's say buffer reader, and let's say the object is br, we can say br, then it will be new, and then again buffered reader, buffer reader, parenthesis and the semicolon. So again same thing, that if we hover over here, it will give us the option for buffer reader import, and it is imported here. Then I hover over here, it is asking me for the argument for the reader. This reader is the file reader. So because we have given all the file path, file information to this file reader, so it will take the file reader. It should be fr, right? Now what next? Next is that we can do, let's say I want to read the text file and I have given the path for the text file. So what can I do? I'll be doing syso, and for the syso I can say br dot read line method. I can use here read line. So if I'll be using read line, I can, let me just run the program over here. Before that, what I have to do, I will hover over here, and it is asking me for another declaration, throw declaration. So I can do that. It coming under the IO exception. And then what can I do? If I will run this program now, it is giving me the first line. For getting the second line, I'll be doing one more time br.readline. If I run the program now, it will be giving me both the lines. You can see in abc.text we have hello everyone, how are you all? I hope everything going good. Let me know if you need anything. So this all we can read, like if I'm using this br reader 4 times, I can read all the 4 lines from there. So if I will run my program now, it will be giving me all in my console. So that's how we can read the text file in Java. But let's say instead of putting this one by one, if I want to read all the files all together, how can I do that? I will be using the while loop. So for while loop, what I have to put is, let's say what I'll be putting here, let's say I am saying when my line is equals to br dot read line, right? I'm using that br dot read line method here, and this br dot read line is not equal to, and we'll be saying that is not equals to null. Right? So why I'm using this line here, I can create just a string naming as line. So I can say string line is equals to null. So let me do it like that, right? I can do it like that. So now it is asking what is there. If I hover over here, change type line to Boolean. Okay, let me do this, and then what I want. Okay, this Boolean, how can I change? I need to put it in the parenthesis. So that's how it is, like while line is equals to br dot read line, this whole syntax, when this whole syntax is not equal to null, then what I want my system to print the line, Now, if I will run my program, it should give me all the material what is there in my text file. Because here I have kept 4 lines, but in future, if you have to deal with the text file, there might not be only 4 lines. There may be a full page or 2 pages or 3 pages of this text file. So I cannot go one by one by using the SISO. So what I have to do, I can use the while loop like that. If I'll run my program now, it should give me all the lines in my console by using this while loop. So that's how we can get all the lines by using while loop. There is one more thing. And that other than while loop, if we want to get each line one by one by giving an index number, what can we do? We can use the list over here. And to the list, let's say, because the data type inside the text file is all string, so we can put it here. And to this list, we can say this list have all the lines, right? I'm giving the variable name as all lines, and then new, and this list is the array list. If it is the array list, then what I have to do, I'll put the string data type here also. So I'll be giving string. And then what I have to do, I have to import this list. Let's import this. Let's import our array list also. And here in this while loop, instead of printing the line, what I want to line dot br, line dot add line. I want to do line dot, let me use this method here. Yeah, I want to add all the lines. So what I have to do, let me put this list before this while loop. If I do Control X from here and I put my list here, then what can I do is I can do here lines dot, I can say not lines, I can say all lines dot add method I can use here. And for this add, which one I want to use, I want to use this string a, right? Or add lines, right? So that's what I want my while loop to do, so that if I will be giving any index number over there, it can provide me the lines. So if I'll be doing SISO here and I'm using with the SISO, what I want all lines, and then with all lines I want to use the get method. Get the index, right? Get this index. Let's say I want to get one line at index 0. So what will happen then, because I already used my while loop, and in this while loop I have added all the lines, and then all lines are where? These all lines are under this array list. So now by using the benefit of this array list, I can use the get method and I can get each line in by giving the index number over there. So if I will run my program now, it is giving me hello everyone, the very first line of this text file. And if I will put here, let's say I want to get the file number, the line number at this indexing, that my index will go 3 for line number 4. So if I will run my program now, it will give me, let me know if you need anything. So what I have to do, if I will run my program now, it will be giving me, let me know if you need anything. So that's how we can use this file reader and buffer reader, and then to read a text file, And also if we want to read all the lines, we can use while loop over there. And then if we want to read one by one by giving the index number, we can put all the lines in array list, and then we can read it by giving the index 2. After reading the file, what comes? Then comes the writing of the file. Let's say I'm creating another class over here, and this class I'm giving text file writing. Okay, and I'm creating a main method. Yes, so here I will be saying writing text file. So what should I do? I will be giving a path, string path, the same way we were doing for reading. We can give a path here, right? So where do I want to create my file? I want to create my file here in this data folder, right? Let's say then how should be the path? If I go back in my text file, my path was data two backslashes and abc.txt. So now for writing, what can I do? What can I do is I can do abc1 2 backslash, let's say 2 backslash, and then I can, sorry, I need to do data first, data and 2 backslash, and then I can say abc1 dot txt. So this is an untitled, this is a path for the text file. The file abc1.txt not yet generated over here. We have not created or we have not written any abc1.txt. So after writing, it should get create here. So what the next thing is? Next thing is the file. Same thing that we do for the writing. File f equals to new and then file, and we'll be doing parenthesis. Now what we need to import it, and then again we need to put the argument as the path. And then further what we have to do, instead of file reader, now we will be using file writer. Very easy and simple to do. We can use the abbreviation as FW, and then we can say new file writer, and then semicolon. And then if I hover over file writer, I need to import it. Again, if I hover over here, it will ask me for the file argument. I can say F here, and if I hover over again, it will ask me the throw declaration. I can use IO exception or file not found exception, anything is fine. So next is what? Buffer writer. Buffered. Same way we were doing earlier for buffer reader, here we have to use the buffer writer. We can say BW and then new, and then we can say buffered writer again, buffered writer, and then we will be doing this. And if I hover over here, it will ask me to import it, and if I hover over here, it will ask me the argument as the FW we will take, and because we already imported IO exception, so it is not asking for the exception further. So now what we have to do, we have to start writing. Let's say what I want BW dot, and for which method I can get here, I can get the write method. You can say we have the write method, and out of so many we can use write string, right? If I'll be using write string, I can give the string here, and I can put something, let's say hello new text here, right? Hello new text here we can say. And then after that, what we have to do, if we want to write something else in the new line, I can say bw dot new line method. I can use here new line, and I can use it, and then again I can do bw dot write. Let's say again I'm using this string file written. I can say file written, and after that what I want, in each text file or in every file, whenever we are writing something, what we need to do, we need to use a method that is known as close. So we have to use bw dot close method. close it. Otherwise the file will not be written completely. So this is the coding that we can do. These code we can use for writing the text file. So now what I have to do, I will save all this, and after that I have to run it one time. You can see here in the data folder we have abc.property, abc.text. We don't have abc1.text. So if I will run this program and if I will refresh it, so this abc1.x should get generated here. Let me just refresh it. Refresh. See, this abc1.x is already created. If I will click on that, it will give me hello new text here, file written. So this is the way how we can read the text file and how we can write the text file. So I hope it is well understandable the way I tried to explain it here. And guys, thank you very much for watching and subscribing, and please do like, share and subscribe if you have not. And thank you very much. Have a good day.